tell, this is like a super highway for deer.
Hey folks, how's everybody doing? My name's Dave. Welcome to Van Camp 402. I am a retired Omaha firefighter. Like to get out on some weekly van camping. I am married, 3 awesome boys, and we have an interesting adventure on this one today. As you can see, not in the van again. Oh, the van. When we get to camp, we'll get into the van and talk about that. It has been incredibly stressful, kind of disappointing, challenging. We're going to keep it positive, right? That's all you can do. Keep it positive. We are in a nice vehicle. I just didn't want to sleep outside tonight. The low is supposed to be, I think, 11. Feels like is down to 0. I just didn't want to be in a tent. So we're doing something a little different. Right now, we are in downtown Missouri Valley, Iowa. And we go through 3-4 small Iowa towns on our way to camp today. I'm gonna just put the camera up here. I'll show you as we're driving through each one of these. Kind of the heart of America here. Good stuff. Let's get out to camp. One of the positives, the evening and the camp, is we do have Broncos football tonight. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully we have a good enough cell signal out there. I'll just have to watch on my phone. Man, all my stuff is in the van, and that's kind of what has spurred this whole adventure. I got the van back. It was allegedly fixed. I had it for a couple of days, and man, I threw a service engine light again. Then all of a sudden, it started running really rough. I could hear like cylinders banging. And I, as quick as I could, got it back into the dealership. My first go around with the van, they told me they had to do spark plugs. And I said, nope, it doesn't have anything to do with the spark plugs. I am getting a camshaft P0302 code on a code reader that it was a camshaft timing error. Nope. Needs a tune-up, needs spark plugs. So we did spark plugs, didn't work. Then we had to move on to rockers and lifters, which that's valves, all that type, big engine stuff. So they do that. At least that part was covered under an extended warranty. If you have a Chrysler product, please get an extended warranty. So they give me the van back, I drive it. Now it needs a new head unit. Where I'm frustrated is it's already been a week and a half without the van. Now I'm another week and a half without the van. I do have a rental truck, which is part of my extended warranty. I get a loaner vehicle, which is nice. Appreciate that, great. I would be really upset if I had to pay for this thing on top of everything else. But we're looking in the thousands of dollars in repairs on this van, and thankfully the extended warranty. Like I said, it's been stressful. I haven't been super happy with all of it. This is right when I want to be camping. A whole bunch of stuff I wanted to do. I wanted to get the Wave 3 out, the heater that I have. I never really got to use that much last year, and that was my goal. I was like, man, for the next 4 camps, all I'm going to use is the Wave heater. I don't even have my tripods. I don't have my iPad to watch the game. It's just, I couldn't go back into that dealership and get more stuff out of the van, cook stoves and all that. It just was getting frustrating. So instead of bagging the episode and not doing anything, I'm like, hey, I reached out to a friend of the channel, and they are willing to help me out. These cabins are not open in the wintertime. And Bryce, the park superintendent, he's like, I gotcha. So we will have heat tonight. We'll be inside. We're getting to camp. Let's check out this beautiful little small town. Folks, we're almost getting into camp here. I'm excited to be at Nelson's Park again. Just excited to be out on just a normal camp again. Even though we're in a cabin, still getting out. We have a hike planned today. We've got the Broncos game, and stick around for an exciting dinner. We're mixing it up a little bit. We do need to give a subscriber shout out to my niece Heather. She was awesome. We were together for Thanksgiving. It was funny. She like dropped my opening line like it was nothing. So little Heather and Grant, we always got to give Grant a little shout out. You guys saw him at the Mississippi River camp. Little Heather, this one's for you. Glad you guys made it back safe. All right, let's get into this place. We made it. Made it to camp. We are here. He's got the heater's running for me. It's set at 75. Man, it's nice and warm in here too. Folks, it is cold outside right now. The wind coming off that lake. I debated, do I sleep in the truck? You know, and then I was worried about, man, I don't have a CO detector. I'm gonna have to run some heat somehow. And then I was like, man, do I just bag the camp? I haven't missed a camp since we started the channel. And I just didn't want to do that either. And I reached out to Nelson's Park. I remembered this cabin. He was like, yep, I gotcha. This isn't something that you can reserve in the wintertime. Like I said, reached out to a friend of the channel, and that's how we are here tonight. But man, it's warm in here. It feels good. Dinner supplies. Did bring a lighter in case we want to do a fire. Doing a sleeping bag this time. Last time I think I just brought my bed in, but this time we're going to do we'll store a sleeping bag down. Home sweet home. It's nice. Had to grab my pillow from home. All my stuff's in the van. There's going to be a common theme. Oh, let's check out this back deck. Oh, very nice. Beautiful. Oh, it is so cold out here right now. Look at the snow. We are checked in, locked in. They need to do a couple little things here. And I think Bryce might be stopping by, and hopefully he'll make an appearance on the channel. they need a little key hook. I'd like to be able to put the cabin key or like my truck keys just right here. I think I would do a little key hook thing. Maybe on this side? No. But I think we got a good spot here. We got everything brought in. I left the firewood outside. That's good to go. Got the water. Man, that stuff's freezing. It is cold out today. Biting wind, and I didn't want to have to deal with that. We are going to get out for a hike here in a little bit, and not too long actually. We got a couple of things to snack on. I did bring, man, I found this flavor, grape, for those Waterloos. Really good. I picked up some hard salami and some club crackers. We're gonna have that as kind of a snack this afternoon. And then for dinner, we have mac and cheese. I was feeling pretty down. The van has just been pounding me here, you know. This feels good. I feel like I'm camping. I feel like I'm out in the woods. We have some comforts at home. That's what I like about the van. But yet we can still get out. We're gonna go do a hike, do some photos. Really looking forward to that here. In just a few minutes, I probably need to get going. It's pretty dark early. So we have been here a couple of times actually. I had a 0-degree camp right over here. If you guys didn't see that episode, please go back and check it out. That was actually awesome too. I'm telling you, Bryce is such a super nice guy. That was the same deal. I was at Shaben Park and wanted to camp, and all the power wasn't turned on, so I made a phone call, and I hadn't even met the guy yet. And he's like, hey, just come on over. I'll turn the power on for you. The power box is over here. And he had power for me that night for the van. And we did a really cool winter camp right over here. They also have that cabin. And I knew that the bathrooms are going to be closed. They're not open right now. He told me that. The cost too, it's $17 a night with power. So why wouldn't you, come stay out here? As you can see behind us, here's the cabin. We've been here before. This was my, when it was super hot this summer, I needed a spot that had to have some air conditioning. What was it, 108 or something that day or whatever. It was too hot. He saved us on that one too. Bryce gets a special shout out. He's supposed to be maybe stopping by after a little bit. We'll see if we run into him. We do want to get our walk in here today. Well, before I completely lose all motivation, we better get out for a walk. What I want to do is set up this chair and sit down. I did bring this. I remembered from last time they had that futon. So, one of my favorite chairs. So these are Sam's Club, 16 bucks. I like that they have the solid arms on them. It doesn't feel like you're sitting in a bag chair. But we better get geared up, get out for a walk. Folks, if you guys haven't ever tried bibs like these snow pants, I got these, and I showed you at Jones Creek, but I got these at Cabela's. They were 80 bucks. Man, they have been life-changing for being in the Midwest. They keep your core really warm. Man, I do this with a jacket and a hoodie, and I can see why farmers and stuff and hunters wear them all the time. They're really warm and really versatile. If you start getting too hot, you can kind of just go this route and everything's kind of still protected. Huge fan and a huge proponent of these. Absolutely love them. Let's get out and do some pictures. I am going to throw the old balaclava on. I wore this for the Nebraska-Iowa game. Kind of wore the same outfit actually. Did you guys see who won that over Thanksgiving weekend? I don't know if anybody caught who won the Nebraska-Iowa game. Kind of a joke for my Nebraska families. All right, that's good light in here. I like the blinds. We're on lakefront property. We are set. Got our gloves, My good gloves, where are they? Oh, they're in the van. We are set up. Our goal is, I want to be back in about 45 minutes. I figured that's about as much as I got for a hike today. Let's get our camera out. Here, folks, you want to see what we're doing? So in here, I've got a Nikon Z6 II with a 35 millimeter. I brought my 20 millimeter 1.8 and I use that for astro work. All right, let's see if this guy will fit. That. Oh, that's pretty tight. It does fit. Man, it's pushing on the bottom pretty hard. Door will shut. Let's go with it. So we're gonna go with the 180 to 600. Hopefully I can get it back out. Goodbye, nice warm cabin. We're gonna get out here. Man, it's nice having that heat just cranking. Oh, feels warm in here. Wonder if I don't turn it down actually a little bit. I will be cold when I get back. Set that thing to 72. All right, let's go do a hike. It just feels good to be outside, man, when you're dressed for it. That is one thing I've learned over the years, and it was a quote that I read, and man, I'm just gonna butcher it, so I'm just gonna try and work my way through it. We can like climb Mount Everest, go to Antarctica, some of the harshest conditions on the planet, and if you're dressed appropriately, it's not a big deal. So that's just like wintertime here. Dress appropriately, and it's not a big deal. See my awesome outfit? Man, I'm warm. I feel comfortable, actually. It's kind of weird. I know I'm not wearing gloves right now. I got my little photography ones here. Yeah, if you're dressed right for stuff, cold isn't that big of a deal. Well, what do you think? Which way do you guys want to go? We need to find the trail. Oh, I see a squirrel running. We got a squirrel. Which, I think there's one right down here. Let's go check that out. So this is the cabin I was hoping I could get just because it's something a little bit different, and it wasn't available. He said he could get me hooked up with that one, and man, beggars can't be choosers. I'm just happy to be out here. Really happy to be out here, to be honest with you. This feels great. Just like I said, been a little bummed out about the van and just wanted to camp. Just wanted to get out. Man, it's like a great reset for me. Love being out in nature. Just kind of where I need to be. So right now for a temperature, it is 19 degrees with a feels like of 8. It's a little chilly. And that's where I was going to do the tent cot and try and make it work, or do a tent. I'd even reached out. You guys know Mike and Dave and Matt, the Colorado guys. I'd even reached out. Mike checked with one of his relatives and was going to get me like an ice fishing tent that has the, what's it called? Like quilting on the inside to keep the heat in. And I thought, okay, maybe I can do that. But man, you know, it feels like 8 degrees out here, and then I'm setting up a tent I've never slept in before. I don't have all my stuff. I don't have my heater. I'd have to go back to the dealership, try and maneuver all that. I was running into some serious roadblocks. And this honestly has come together. We're gonna have a great time here tonight. We got Denver Broncos football. Excited for that, and excited to get on this walk. Oh, we got, just looking, there's deer tracks right here. Let's get on this trail. Quit talking. It is so quiet out here right now. Looks like I think that's a coyote track right here. Oh, several of them. Definitely 100% coyote tracks. That's cool. That's one thing with just a little fresh layer of snow, being able to see where the critters are moving. Oh, it just feels so good. It's kind of weird. They have a little bit more snow over here too, which I think is just perfect. I do wish I just had the van. Isn't that crazy? Wow, there's more. Yeah, here folks, look at this. I got 2 or 3 of those guys walking right there.
We're not very far from the cabin, probably half a block. It's just invigorating to get back outside, be in a park. This is my favorite time of year to be out here too. Just nobody's out here. You have the whole place to yourself. Bundle up and you can enjoy these places. It's not hard at all. And that's with tent camping. I could get dialed in on that, no problem. I'm not afraid of it. I'm just not geared for it right now. I'm geared for van camping, and that's what most of you folks are here for too. When you don't have your ride for almost a month, just trying to make this all work. But this is a good one. I'll take this, keeping this very positive. Wow, this is pretty. Here, I'm gonna turn you folks around. It's neat being down in this hollow. Yeah, we got more, definitely some heavy coyote activity right here. And I'm sure with there being water for them to get a drink, but it'd be fun to see one of those guys. We did bring the telephoto, so if we need to get it out, we will. Last time we were here, I don't think we went over this bridge. We kind of circled around, and this was a nice little shortcut from the, watch out for that guy, big old stickers on that thing. Man, you know what I do miss out here are the dogs. They would be having a blast right now, especially in the snow. They are cold weather critters. Yeah, look at this bridge. This is kind of neat. Oh, here we go. Right here is your destination trail, or the old Still Trail. Good place to be. We're at a fork in the road. They have a smart trail system. Doesn't look like it might be activated right now, but just kind of let you know it's a pretty small park. I'm sure for kids and stuff though, getting them out using those QR codes and all that gets them excited about being in nature. Well, let's zip across here. Oh wow, we got some oh, it must be rabbit tracks. Man, it's so cool having some snow. Pretty soon we're gonna have Dave tracks. There they are, going across this bridge. Oh, this is great. Oh yeah, here we go. So use your smartphone. It's got a smart trail system. Great idea. Download their free app, and those are cool too. Sometimes they'll give you little tidbits of information out on your walk. Man, what a beautiful day. See if this stuff works. You don't see many of those anymore. The old steel slide. Well, we're gonna get out for a little bit of a shorter hike right now. I don't have my headlamp. Actually, the only flashlight I have is on my phone. But this evening we might maybe bundle back up and do a little night hike. I do want to do a fire and watch the game a little bit, but hopefully Denver's blowing them out. It just feels good to be getting some steps in. If I remember right from last time, I think if I go right here at this fork, I kind of want to get up on that ridge so we can maybe catch sunset tonight. So quiet out here. I have to sound like a herd of elephants coming through this forest to all these critters. Probably won't see a deer or anything. Just feels good being out in the woods. Camera in hand, walking around. Make sure I just have a little orange. This is a no hunting area, but it just doesn't hurt. That way if I drop, they can find my body. This is perfect. Wow, folks, look at this. Yeah, I wonder where the turkeys cross the creek. They use the bridge just like everybody else. I think it's a little deer print there too. Man, how cool would that be to watch a deer walk across this thing? Stop for a second to pull my buckoblet down. And there's a doe running right up on top of that ridge. Through the trees, you wouldn't be able to see it. We're gonna try and work our way over that way. Whew, it's getting too hot, actually. Started up and down these hills, it's getting me. But I thought about trying to grab my telephoto real quick, but through all these trees and that far away, not worth it yet. But I wonder if we can't get them out on an open prairie out there. I haven't had a good deer picture in a really long time. I figured they had to be out here though, this time of year. Man, it's cool with the snow cover, isn't it? I wasn't expecting this. Back in Omaha, we didn't get this at all. And I bet there's a good solid, but it's a ½ inch maybe. Definitely covered the ground. I'm loving it. Yeah, that deer was right up on that ridge. So he jumped over. So we'll try and work our way up there, see if we can see something. I knew they'd be out here. All right, we climbed up that hill, if you couldn't tell. And I'm gonna stop. I wanna change, before we get up here. I'm trying to get up to this ridge line here, but I'm gonna throw my telephoto lens on so I don't miss something. Boy, that thing barely fits in here. It's on. I'm warming up. All right, big lens, we're ready. Let's do this. A lot of things you got to think about with winter photography. Changing lenses sometimes can be impossible. Just heard something skitter. Changing lenses can be tough with the snow and all that. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. You can tell this is like a super highway for deer. I'm gonna slowly walk up here. Let's see what we can get. Man, I'm getting hot. It feels like it's 8 degrees. I'm up here under sweat. It's these bibs. They're so warm. All right, we're gonna walk down this trail. I'm gonna keep quiet for a little bit. Hopefully I can drop in some cool pictures for you. Well, that was worth it. I knew we'd see some deer. I knew it. Yes. We count 6, 7 down there, I think. Some healthy looking does. I was hoping to see a good buck in that group. Yeah, we saw a deer. High five. Cool. That's one thing I've been thinking about. I'm like, God, I haven't seen deer in such a long time. Just feels so good to be out hiking, exploring, adventuring. All right, we're almost back up, and I don't know if you folks remember, there was a tornado shelter up here. We're up on the upper level of the camp, and this is more the campground up top here. Down at the bottom, there's only, 4 or 5 sites. Up here, I don't know how many they have, 30. I should probably research that better for you. But I'm gonna turn the cameras off, and we've worked our way all the way around. We're gonna drop back down into the cabin. It's a good day. Holy cow, folks. I'm gonna drop these pictures in here. Just came face to face with 3 does. That was awesome. They must have been up here checking the bathrooms. So that's the deal. In the wintertime, it's closed up here. So they and it's no hunting either. So this is a good spot for them to hang out. That was awesome. Just got a great picture of one of them too. Oh, I could tell I came up and I could kind of hear something, and 2 went shooting across, and there was a 3rd one, and she was kind of waiting a second. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, mission complete. Let's just go home. We're not even getting started yet. We're having a blast. So we made the loop. As you can see, the truck's just down the hill here. Just a great walk. What stinks is it's not even, I think it's barely 4 o'clock, and it's hard to tell on camera. It is getting dark. It was good to load up and get rolling right away. I do want to get set up out on the back deck a little bit, maybe with the telephoto, just in case we can catch something else. So I'm worried about slipping. This hill is a pretty good size, it's got a pretty good slope to it, and it is snowy. So it's kind of just a touch slippery. It's just like that right in between. Thousands of dollars of camera gear flying on the ground. How awesome would that be? Yeah, we got this little trail here. We can explore later if we want. We'll see what our light does. And what stinks, I don't have my big tripods for doing some astrophotography. I do have a little one, for my iPhone and stuff, but it does work a little bit on my DSLRs. We might get that out and try and do some night work for you. All right, let's get back to the cabin. Well, we made it back. Bryce, thank you again. Great talking with him. We're going to jump in the cabin here. He's going to head back home, and he got us hooked up. So let's. Oh, it's just perfect in here. Wow, it's almost too warm. Oh, good spot to be. All right, we got you over there. We got to get this stuff off. It's hot in here. Actually feels really good. Oh, that was a great walk. The deer that we saw. So Bryce gave me a couple of tips and hints. He's like, might be some deer over there in the morning. And he even said, he's like, they know up in here, they're safe. They have their own little safe area. Wow. Oh. I'm hot. It's hot in here. It feels good. Oh, folks, hey, don't forget Rockbrook Camera. We got to give them a shout out. Oh, man. What a beautiful day. Ah, felt good to get out. We're gonna hang out for a minute. Where's my, gotta get our Crocs on. I am hoping to see, I wanna look out. Let's go right now and let's take the camera and let's look out that back. All right. I don't see anything. He did say right over here and where I saw those tracks, but he's been seeing a ton of coyotes out here. We're gonna kind of just keep our eye out tonight. Boy, it is cold outside. So cold. Ah,
So this countertop is really tiny and I don't have my tripod. So we're gonna try and make this work. But we got our hot plate. I brought a pan from home. And look, my wife knows it's gone. What's gonna be the big problem is this. She doesn't know I have the can opener. I knew I needed that for the tuna. I should probably let her know. She's gonna go grab some soup or something. Let's get some water boiling and let's get our mac and cheese started. Four bottles of water, I think that should be plenty. This is what we got going. Mac and cheese. I can't have dairy, so it's a plant-based whatever. So we're gonna do mac and cheese. I did bring a can of albacore tuna to put in there, which I think is just gonna be delicious. Oh man, we're gonna bring a coyote in with the juices. I do have, I'm gonna do these little, I've got these, oh sorry, right here. I got these hot sauce packets at, I wanna say a Love's truck stop. And we are also gonna put in there some peas. So it's almost gonna be like a casserole, basically a tuna mac. My wife said to make it authentic, you had to have peas in it. So we went, and we'll probably use about a third of these or something to get in there, but that's what we're doing for dinner tonight. I'm excited about it. Sounds really good. It's cold outside. Simple one pot meal. A lot of protein. Should be good. On outside. It is dark and quiet. Oh yes, very nice. Man, it is cold out here. All right, let's get back inside. I forgot about having that porch light. That's kind of nice. I don't know if we need it, but we got it. Coming back in and out, just having a warm place. A tent would have been miserable tonight. I think the feels like is supposed to get down to below 0. I just don't have the facilities to make it work. And I need to quit apologizing for it. I'm in a cabin. We're gonna stay warm. We're enjoying camp and have a good little trip here. Just need this water to boil. We got the hot plate going. Alright, let's add these peas in here. There it is. Before this gets cooked all the way. Our boil time is up. Turn this off for a second. Let's go get this drained. Here with this, and I brought this pan and lid just for this. All right, we are back in. Let's get our cheese sauce in there. Oh, look at that. God, it's funny, I don't have a knife. I don't have anything extra, you know. Should have grabbed just a whole lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas. I just didn't have any time. When I had to take my van in the second time, it was breaking down on the road, and I just had to go straight to the dealership. I couldn't pull anything out. So like a screwdriver, a multi-tool, anything, it's all in there. What a pain. All right, we're keeping this positive. Keeping it positive. We got that in. Now it's time for albacore tuna. To me, it's always worth paying for the better tuna. Let's get some hot sauce in there, don't you think? Have it soak into the fish a little bit more. This might be a dang good meal. That's enough hot sauce. Get this stirred up. Let's keep that heat on a little bit. I think I'm going to just kind of cook this for a minute. Let's do that. Oh, folks, look at that. Can I show you that somehow? There we go. Look at that. Dinner is served. We have fine dining. The pan is still incredibly hot. I can't set it anywhere. A little bit of that hot sauce in there, really good. And the peas, makes it healthy, right? All right, I'm gonna work on this. Next up, I think, is a football game.
Play action, Nick's out to his right and throws it right into the ground with his tight end, Adam Troutman. The intended target, and Grant Delpit had some pressure.
Good morning, folks. Slept really good in here. This bed was really comfortable. Last time when I brought my mattresses in from the van, I didn't need to do that. Yeah, just sleeping bag on here, and this is great. I noticed last night I brought coffee and I even brought a filter. There's not a coffee pot in here. And I think there was when I was here before. We'll have to figure out a coffee. We're gonna have to go get some soon. I need it. Yeah, I slept really good. Let's make this a great day. It's cold outside, really cold. Here, let's see what it is. It's 14. It feels like it's 2. A little bit chilly. Yeah, I just think a tent would have been miserable today. We got to get things picked up and get rolling. As you can see, it is just beautiful out here this morning. A little chilly. Yeah, the feels like it's basically 0, 2 degrees. The cold air coming off that water, it's right here. How quiet is it out here? My goodness. Good morning from camp. You know, not having a coffee pot. I have my van. I've got like 3 different ways to make coffee in the morning. That's one thing I'd planned on doing out here, was having a warm cup of coffee. Denied. Look at this, just beautiful. Whew, that air coming off the lake is cold. I'm sorry folks, we haven't gotten outside too much. Oh, yeah. Because it's cold. Yeah, a few things to get picked up. Just going to shuttle everything over the truck. I kind of use this bed as a camera bag and coat area. And then over here was where we slept. Let's take you out onto the porch. Not a bad place for a sunrise. Makes you appreciate it. Get this shut. I want to make sure that's, yep, it's locked good. I kind of like this, the way they have this curtain here. That works really well, actually. So now we just need to get all this into there. It really has been a good stay. I fell asleep early, folks, last night. It was 9 o'clock and I was out. I fell asleep with my phone. I was watching the Broncos game and Denver pulled the win out. How about that? I got a Hawkeyes victory and a Broncos victory on the national stage. That's a good weekend. I don't have a toothbrush or toothpaste. Man, that drives me nuts in the morning. For coffee this morning, I'd kind of like to find a small town convenience store, you know, something along those lines. We'll take you guys along and experience the local Southwest Iowa flavor.
wondering if he doesn't want it unplugged or something. I'm gonna let him handle that. Man, we need that heater, because this is a Mana heater and air conditioner. Why not put that in the side of the van? It's an air conditioner and a heater. Think how hot that thing would be, my goodness. Packed out my own trash, so we don't need to use his at all. We're looking pretty good. Turn the light out, grab the key. Good to go here. They use a lockbox system here, so he'll get you a code. It's all locked up, good to go. Got the keys to the truck. Ooh, my 10 minutes must be up. What a great camp last night. Absolutely perfect. We got the defrost running really hard here. Let's go get us some coffee, right? While the truck is still warming up here, let's hop out for a second. I just want to show you folks, man, on top of this hill, how pretty this is up here. It's nice when they have all this natural prairie just on the outskirts of parks. Gives a nice little buffer. Let me spin you folks around. Feels good to be up, moving this morning already. It's gonna be a good day. Felt so good to get out on a camp. Man, it's a bummer. I felt like as soon as they put that awning on the van, like everything just went wrong. I've used it one time, had all these plans. You take what you can get sometimes. Man, it's just beautiful out here this morning. Bryce did say that there were a ton of pheasant right along this road, and he said he's really noticing pheasant and quail making a really strong comeback, which is great to hear. All right, let's get on the road.